Welcome to Conversations with Coffee, where Kent and Liz offer stories, info, and tips about how to have a great Comic-Con. So grab a drink and listen in on our conversation.
Hey, welcome. My name is Kent, and this is my co-host Liz. And
British
you are
Liz. Thank you
British
very
Liz.
much.
There you go. And you are listening to
Cons with
Conversations with Coffee. This is
smooth,
for
real
what
smooth.
you're on. Wow, this has been a podcast in the making. I know we've talked about this for a while, and now we are making it into fruition. Things have happened. People have moved and things get in the
That would
way.
be me.
Yes, that would be you. But Conversations with Coffee got started just because we are in the Comic-Con realm all the time. Like literally live, eat, breathe it. And we just figured it would be fun to share some of our stories, let people know who we are, share some tips and tricks that a lot of newbies don't know about. Maybe even just share some stories of some exciting things that have happened with us at the Comic Cons. And you'll learn along the way as you follow this podcast why we put this together. But conversation starts with the word con, CON. Um, and that's basically what it started was Comic Con, and so I myself have been doing Comic Con since '92. I'm old enough to say
Is anybody that old?
this
You know
is don't
what?
don't throw yourself under the rock already.
Hey, I didn't say it.
I didn't say it either. I'm just saying, yes, people are old enough to know '92. Actually, my first Comic Con was '92. Actually, it was '93 because I moved to San Diego in '92 for the military, and my first Comic-Con was '93 at San Diego Comic-Con. And for some people, that is just their bucket list. They wanna go to San Diego Comic-Con, that's on their bucket list. Been
But you went there when there were, what, 2 tables and a cash register? I mean,
No, it was huge. It was still in the San Diego Convention Center. They had moved it from the convention center in Mission Valley to the convention center downtown. That's a huge convention center. So at the time it was still growing and getting big. It was one I would say at that time there weren't a lot of Comic Cons like now. I mean, now there's two, three, four, seven happening on a weekend. And I went, it was like three a year.
yeah,
And
they
so
are everywhere. What is that movie? Everything Everywhere All at Once.
yes.
That's them.
That is Comic Cons, yes. So, um, yeah, we're gonna share our stories. I am the American coffee drinker, so we will share our coffee choices. Liz is British,
Or
or
we will have tea
or we'll have
like a
tea.
civilized person.
That's a civilized because Liz thinks she's civilized.
Uh, I don't know if anybody else does.
Oh, okay, there you go.
You may comment in the comment section to the side.
Oh, okay. Hey, we're
or
gonna
whether
be on.
you think I'm civilized or not.
Yes, we have social media access as well. So find us on any of the different social media platforms and let us know what you think. You think I'm civilized or British Liz is civilized? And guess what? Your opinion can change over time.
Pinky.
In a world of Coke glass. There you go.
Yeah, I
So
should have brought my china. So I have been attending cons for the last 11 years. And somewhere along the way, I thought, oh, you can volunteer? That would be great. So I started volunteering. And then some of the cons I volunteered for started paying, which meant I could start to travel. So I've been, let's see, the last 2 years I've done 20 cons each year, which
that's 10 a
is,
year.
no, I mean 20 a year for 2 years.
20 a year for the last 2 years. So you've
Yeah,
done 40 Comic Cons in the last 2 years.
yeah, which
I mean,
it's
most
funny.
people don't even do 20 in a lifetime, and you've done 20 a year.
You do more.
I wasn't even going there yet. So
But So most of the time I sit with one of the celebrities and I will sell autographs and selfie photographs at their table. And so I've had the privilege of working with 40 plus 50 different actors, just interacting with the public. And one reason I wanted to start this podcast as well was so many people come up to the table and say, "This is my first con.
Oh
What
yeah,
do
I
I
hear.
do? What
Yeah,
do
I
I
hear that a
do?
lot.
What do I say? Where am I supposed to go? Where are the bathrooms?" All of the
Yeah.
above.
Yeah, so you
So
and I hear that quite a bit at the tables. Oh, this is my first Comic-Con. I'm like, oh, and they look like they're a deer in the headlights.
especially the big ones.
Yeah, the big ones. And when you say the big ones, what do you mean by the big ones?
I mean, for the ones I've been to, it would be Megacon in Orlando,
Mhm.
which is coming up this weekend. Very
Mhm.
excited about that. Most of the fan expos, some of the fan expos are giant. Denver, Chicago is big.
You got the
FanX in
GalaxyCons, the
GalaxyCons,
FanXs,
FanX, Salt Lake
NostalgiaCons.
City. There's and it's interesting. The whole name Comic Con is licensed to San Diego. Is that correct?
Was.
Oh, no longer.
Comic-Con is a generic term. So there wasn't any entity that could claim it. And there was a battle. There was a battle for the word Comic Con. Salt Lake City fought San Diego Comic Con on that because it's such a broad term, Comic Con. And so they actually went, you can Google it, I think. They went to court for that
Really?
because there's New York Comic Con, San Diego Comic Con. So some of these big companies fought to have the word Comic Con on the end of their things. Now, are there different locations like Salt Lake City and San Diego and New York? Yes. So word Comic Con is not trademarked.
See, I thought it was, and that's why you have shows like Fan Expo and GalaxyCon that specifically don't use
Entities
the
that own
words,
them, though, you
but
know.
so they're not called Comic Con, but that's really what they are. There's many different con names out there, but yeah. So some of
Oh,
them,
all right. Since
will
we're
be
talking
these.
about this, Liz,
Yeah,
I was just Googling and I'm going to do this from time to time just to sure we have our facts straight. You and I have been in this industry a long time, so we can get our facts messed up. But yes, Comic Con, Comic dash con with a hyphen, and Comic Con, one word, no space, are registered trademark owned by San Diego Comic Convention,
ah,
SDCC.
right,
They've
international, right?
Yeah, the organization has held these trademarks for a decade, defended them in court. See?
Okay,
Hence why some of them are called pop culture. Um, yeah, it's a legal protection. Comic-Con versus Comic-Con. So San Diego Comic-Con can
the
be one
dash.
word or the dash, but if they use Comic-Con, two words, anybody's entity.
Okay, so Comic Con, one word. Does it have only two C's or does it have three C's? Is it Comic Con
Two
or
C's.
is it so Comic On,
Yes,
sort of? Okay,
COMICCON.
so three C's,
3 C's, yeah.
two
Yeah,
C's in the middle.
two in the middle, yeah.
I know I'm
So
being pedantic.
Rose City Comic Con have entered in the licensing so, like, some people have entered in the licensing, like Rose City Comic Con.
Emerald City, presumably.
Yeah, Emerald City. Well, Emerald City is in, Seattle, Rose City is
Is
in
that
Portland.
Portland? Portland, yeah.
Yep, yep, yep. So I remember when that one was just getting going. Like I have a buddy I was working with at the Hallmark booth at San Diego Comic Con. He's like, "Oh, Rose City Comic Con." I'm like, "Is that?" And he's like, "Oh, there's like 10,000 people that show up." And at that time, that sounded like a lot of people.
It is a lot of people.
Those are the small ones now. Anything 10,000 or less is a small Comic Con.
And I was going to say, you have the giant ones where it is shoulder to shoulder, it's hot and sweaty,
San
and
Diego, New
Denver,
York,
Dallas, yeah, a bunch of the
Megacon.
um, so yeah, there's the huge ones, but then there's the cons that are in your town, in your college, that might have 5,000 people show up.
Yep.
But they're fans. Fans just
Oh
love
yeah,
this
well,
stuff.
I mean, the Amazing Art Expo, they put on an art show, and then they bring some of the talent and celebrities to the show of their artwork. But they do a cosplay contest, and they do a lot of stuff, and the fans love it. It gives them something to do on the weekend in their realm of comic books or sci-fi or whatever it is. So
Because it used to be niche, right?
yeah.
Used to be real fans, they knew how to make a lightsaber kind of people. But now cons are much more mainstream. A lot of families, normal, 9 to 5 people getting crazy with the cosplay. The
Well,
the people I've met
yeah.
who, it's like, well, you got school teachers and lawyers and doctors
You have the
and
whole gambit. I mean, and again, I
yeah.
can talk about other things like the 501st.
Mm.
I mean, this is what is this? This is 501st shirt right here. Yeah, 501st Legion.
Very nice.
And Star Wars, genre, but there's a wide variety of people that come to these Comic Con. It's just not those nerds hanging in their basement, that live with their
Gamers.
mom and stuff like that. I mean, this is moms, dads, aunts, uncles, grandparents coming with their grandkids, like the, and then the genre. I mean, every ethnicity is there, like, just to enjoy it and have fun. I mean, they do Comic Cons in Dubai, they do them in China, they do them in Europe,
Oh yeah.
Mexico. So they're all over the place, and
And
people will drive wherever they want to go to a Comic Con.
and it doesn't have to be just uh comic book related.
No,
It's not just Marvel.
no,
It's
it's everything.
TV authors, you got people, I mean, any stuff that's so far away from sci-fi and fantasy. There was a con I went to that had a bunch of people from The Office on there, and
Yeah.
people that do cartoons and stuff that's not what you would normally associate with sci-fi fantasy. It's definitely gone very mainstream.
Well,
But
and I feel a lot of the growth, and this is just me personally, my feelings, just because I've been in this realm since 92, which is like over 30 years of doing this and seeing
nobody
everything.
is
But
that old.
um, there's some listeners that are not even 30 years old yet. So been doing this longer than they've been alive. But I believe Big Bang Theory was a catapult or a
Yes.
catalyst of keep talking about San Diego Comic Con. What's this Comic Con? And they were a bunch of nerds, scientists that always hung out in a comic book store.
Yes.
Rock, Paper, Spock, like stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like we're nerds. It was accepted to be a nerd. Like, they got the cute girls, they got the smart girl, they got the blonde girl. Like they were just nerds in their life, being scientists and paleontologists or whatever they were. But when they started mentioning San Diego Comic Con, that literally
And
put
Stanley and
that put
all of those people.
people's attention on radar. Does that make sense? Like,
Oh, definitely. And I
before
think
people heard Comic Con, they're like, "Oh, it's a comic book show." But
but
then
also
Big Bang,
Galaxy Quest.
yeah,
Galaxy Quest did that also. I
yeah, I
think
forgot about that one.
people got a glimpse into, I mean, a comic and silly glimpse into, how the celebrities interact with fans and how knowledgeable fans are.
Well,
But then,
I'll tell you, some of the celebrities are very knowledgeable as well. Like some of them, they don't watch their stuff or know anything or know any of the other celebrities, but some of them are diehard fans. Like, a T, like to a fault, really. Henry Cavill is such a diehard fan of the comics, of the books, that they were doing Witcher. They said he was a pain in the ass. Excuse
Because
my
he knew
French.
so much?
Because he knew so much and wanted it he wanted it done right. Wanted the show to be spot on with the books and the comics and everything, that he was just said he was a pain in the ass to work with.
I've never heard that. That's funny.
Yeah, but he's such a diehard fan of the comics first. The, what what's the new movie there's a new
Oh, Highlander.
Highlander, same thing. He wants to do such a good job that he's read the books, he's redone the research and watched all the shows and done like
That's
he's
funny.
done his due diligence, and the women love him, but the fans really love him because he's such a diehard fan. He wants to get it right. He doesn't just want to have a terrible Superman movie or something like that. He wants it authentic.
That's really wonderful, because I loved the first Highlander movie. I didn't watch the series, but I loved the first one. And,
They
you
just
know,
had
I always get nervous about remakes. So
they just had
it's
the main actor from Highlander, the original, at one of the Comic Cons.
he's going to be at Megacon.
Oh, Megacon.
And
Yeah,
guess who's
see,
taking her ancient DVD with her?
Oh, there you go. All right. So I'm excited about this podcast. I hope that the listeners that are listening in subscribe to follow you and me, Liz, because literally we are here to share information, tips, tricks, upcoming Comic Cons, history. And and also explain, what these Comic Cons really are. Like, some people think that Comic Con is just a nerd convention, which it can be. But I mean, I always say Comic Con is like Disneyland. When you go to Disneyland, there's people wearing goofy ears and Mickey hands, and kids are skipping all over the place, and people are just smiling, and doesn't matter what ethnicity you are or any of that. You're just known as a fan of Disney. And I feel the same thing with these Comic Cons. When you step in that door or you're around that Comic Con, you're just oddly accepted. Not a nerd. You're not a dweeb or whatever people call them, but you're just accepted as an attendee of the Comic Con, and you could have a Pikachu outfit on or a Captain America or what, and people aren't gonna laugh or make fun of you. They're gonna be like, "Oh, there's Captain America," or "There's Pikachu." Like,
Or
you're
that there they are, and may I take a picture with you?
yeah, yeah.
Cosplayers love getting the picture taken with permission.
Yes, yeah, and again, we're gonna go over some of this stuff that a lot of the newbies don't know, or those of you that have been attending Comic Cons for a long time forgot about. So, we want to share this information. We're gonna kind of
And
draw back
also,
the curtains.
yes, and also, if you're interested in working for a Comic Con, volunteering or working, we have lots of pointers about
Yep.
that too, because we've both done that and are still doing that.
I don't think they want to do what we do.
Well, it depends. Can you paste a smile on all day? And
Yeah. So you got into Comic Cons 11 years ago.
right.
How did you get into the Comic Cons, Liz?
Well, I heard about them. I think the first one I went to was 2015.
In the UK?
No, it was in Denver, actually.
Oh, okay. All right.
And I heard that Sean Astin was going to be there.
Oh,
And
Rudy.
Sam.
Oh, Samwise
Yeah,
from The Hobbit.
Samwise the Brave. And
Yeah, I know.
I was
I
just
love him from Rudy.
Mm.
A lot of kids now will know him from Stranger Things.
Yes.
I am old school, so the Goonies. So
Well,
when you're gonna drop names like Sean Astin, you gotta all right, some of the fans don't know who they are, so let's just drop some characters they
okay,
played, and then they kind of,
will do.
okay, there you go, haha.
Okay, so Sam,
Sean,
Sean Astin was going to be there. I'm a big Lord of the Rings nut, and I thought, hey, this is great. I think they also had some Firefly people there, Firefly Serenity, which is now coming back, as I
what?
hear, as an animated show.
I don't
Very
know, they just
excited about
announced
that.
that this weekend.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
at Awesome Con. I think that's where they announced that.
I'm so old school that I remember at San Diego Comic-Con, they had a Browncoats table, right? And
Ooh.
they would sell swag. I think I got a couple of shirts and stuff like that still.
Okay, I need those shirts.
Nope,
Just
too bad.
saying.
No, I have
No,
them.
I'm afraid I
They're
do need those
they're
shirts.
old Browncoat stuff, but, I
Browncoats
remember
being Firefly fans.
Firefly fans, but, I remember Alan Tudyk and Nathan Fillion would come and volunteer at the booth
Oh,
of the
come on.
Browncoats booth and sell swag and talk to the fans and do that, and Alan and, Nathan would come around and take pictures, and this is at San Diego Com back in the 92, 93, 94 on to, I'd probably say till about 98, and because
That's
they weren't
nuts.
at the status that they are today, but yeah, they were, that was it. They had Serenity and Firefly. That's all they had. But I literally remember because I had a friend who was one of the Browncoats, and he's like, "Oh, you should work at this booth." And I was like, "Nah," I'm like, "No big deal." But I would go and visit him, the booth at San Diego Comic-Con, and it was in the I Hall A, and it was a small booth, 20 by it was 10 by 10 booth, 10 by 20, 10 by 20, because it was long. And I just remember they had shirts and buttons and, coffee mugs and stuff like that. And, you know, Alan Tudyk would show up and sell stuff, and then Nathan Fillion would show up, and they both would show up, and then little antics would go on and stuff like that. But yeah, it was
I
crazy.
love their chemistry. Now, they have a podcast, I think. We Were
They do.
Spaceman.
They do
We
have
Were
a
Spacemen.
podcast, and
Something like that.
yeah, well, I mean, all you have to do is say Alan Tudyk or Nathan Fillion, and people are gonna follow him, so
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
my name's
Yeah.
Nathan Fillion. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, so actually it's funny because, you run into some people that then become giants.
Yeah.
And I was at San Diego volunteering 3 or 4 years ago,
Yeah, I remember
and
that.
and the OneRing.net had
Yeah.
a table, and it was just, a couple of tables. And Richard Taylor was there.
Who's that?
Who's that? He
Yeah.
runs Weta Workshop. So
Oh,
he's
okay, alright.
all the production design, costumes and weapons and all of that. Well, he got knighted, and he's going to be at Megacon this weekend. But then he was just signing stuff. And I thought, I knew who he was because I've watched all of that
'Cause you're a
extra
Lord of
stuff.
the Rings nerd.
Yeah. Yes, I am. But I was so excited. And now, he'll be at Megacon and, be charging whatever crazy amount for an autograph.
Yeah,
And I'm like, oh, well, I've got mine, so I'm good.
there you go. And when I say nerd, you know, it's in a loving way because if you think about it, nerds rule the world. Just Comic Con. I'm talking real world. Like the nerds of the world actually run the world. Like think about it. Elon Musk, love him or hate him, he's a nerd. You talk about Gates, love him, hate him.
Yeah.
Steve Jobs, love him, hate him. Those are your big nerds. Warren Buffett, nerd. Like these guys rule the world. So
Yeah. Guys that know
I
science and
always
math.
science, math, business, things like that. These are on-college educated guys, and they went to college, but none of them finished. We're too smart. So when I say nerds, I say it in a loving way because nerds rule the world. So if I call somebody, "Oh, you're a nerd," that's a compliment because you're
Okay.
doing something that most people wouldn't do.
I'll
Does
take
that
it as that.
Yeah, there
Well,
you go. Nerd.
and as a British person, could you tell me the difference between a nerd and a geek?
Nerd. Oh, that, I was just going to Google that, nerd versus geek. But I think a nerd is very smart intellectually and knows a lot of stuff. Like, geek is more of fan. They know that genre, like the Lord of the Rings. They don't know a lot of other stuff, just a geek in that realm. So you could be a Lord of the Rings geek.
But you just called me a nerd.
I was giving you a compliment.
Hmm.
But a nerd, I feel, um, has a lot of factual knowledge and information on multiple things.
But a geek is a fanboy,
Yeah, I would say
fangirl.
a geek is a fanboy,
Hmm.
if that
I
makes
always
sense.
wondered about that. They seemed interchangeable.
Geek is an enthusiast, expert in a specific field,
Okay.
particularly technology or niche hobbies. I was right.
Yeah.
They're an expert in that field. So it's a good question. And again, I will Google stuff just to sound more smart. A nerd is defined as an intelligent, passionate person with an obsessed interest in niche subjects like science, technology, or academics. Yeah,
Okay.
so they have a passion of multiple things. Uh, they are deeply devoted to specific intellectual or academic pursuits. So,
So a Star Trek fan.
The Big Bang Theory, those are nerds. They're scientists and different doctors and professors are nerds.
You know,
But they're also geeks because they liked all the Star
right.
Wars and
There
all the
is
other
this
things. So, yeah.
there is this store in London. Can't remember the name, but it's a huge fan store. So it has comics and T-shirts and action figures. And I found it the ultimate irony that there were Big Bang Theory action figures. I
That's
mean, talk
funny.
about full circle.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's funny. You're talking about swag and all kinds of stuff, and I'm just sitting here at my desk. I have acquired this from San Diego Comic-Con, but
And
I can.
he's beautiful.
Yeah,
He could
yeah.
he could be your twin, Kent.
Could be my twin. I mean, I take good advice from Yoda all the time, but I'm just sitting here in my office and I have so much swag. I have patches from Star Wars Celebration. I've got room keys from Dragon Con. I've got trading cards from San Diego Comic Con, like here, Walking Dead trading cards. Like, um, look at this. I got coasters from 1923 from when we went
Oh,
to the Yellowstone uh premiere,
the
like
Paramount thing.
pins and buttons from San Diego Comic-Con. I'm just sitting here. Look at I even have a Walking Dead. I have a hat from the 100th episode and it's autographed by Cooper, Richie signed it, Seth signed it. I mean, 3 autographs on one hat. And guess what? I got 2 of them. I got swag. Oh, I mean, I got pins from Star Wars Celebration.
Nice. Oh, I want those.
Yeah, I mean, I got I got all
Folks,
kinds. I
did you
got
hear
baby.
him offering me those pins? I
No,
think he needs to share.
share. No, what is sharing? Sharing is not caring, really. I mean, I got little lightsabers from
Oh, that's
Disneyland.
cute.
Yeah, these are from Disneyland. Like
Do they light up? I can't
they
see.
do, they do. I
Very
mean,
cool.
nerd, like a magnetic pin of Star Trek. Like
Nice.
literally, it's so magnetic. There was another button. Like
Well,
this one's from NASA.
I like that.
That was
I need
given
that
to
one
me
too.
at a Comic Con from one of the engineers at NASA. He created these pins. They create these pins each year, and when they go to the Star Trek convention, they give them to the talent. Except they had extra ones, so they gave me that one.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah. See, again, doing this a long time. You've
And
been doing it.
I
Yeah.
generally fail to get swag. I The stuff behind me is stuff I've just been accumulating because I like toys and
Oy.
collectible and stuff. Um, the stuff I get at cons, I'm an autograph person. So I just love getting autographs made out to me. I don't do the whole resale thing. But we have a mutual friend. Thank you very much. Not Jerry
I'm
Mathers.
sure Jerry Mathers, Leave It to Beaver. I mean, just sitting here on my desk.
So we have a friend, our darling Melissa is our friend, and she loves to get selfies with celebrities because for her it's a moment of meeting and connection. She loves doing that. I like doing that, but I don't like myself in selfies, so I go for the autographs.
Sure.
And I guess everybody likes their own thing to take home. You know,
everybody has
you can
their
go
own
to a
thing. It
con.
could be a picture, it could be swag, it could be an autograph. These are vendors have stuff that you can buy at the Comic Cons. It's just not celebrities. I mean, there are vendors there that have created
and that's one
T-shirts
thing.
or swords. I mean, you just got a sword at one of the Comic Cons, like a Lord of the Rings sword, and there's
I'll show
little
it to you next time.
backpacks and purses and there's bags. I mean, I can show you all kinds of swag. And even just like tokens from the movie set. Like these were used in Picard on the poker game. Like there's just all kinds of swag that you can pick up and get and have a good
And it's
time at
not
the Comic-Con.
you managed to get them for free because I know at San Diego there's a lot of free stuff.
Oh yeah.
At most cons, I would say it's unlikely you'll get free stuff, but
The
you
big
you can
cons are the
buy
ones
it.
that give away the stuff. The Megacons, the Denvers, the New York, the San Diego, because they have a lot of promoters. And
yeah.
those are the movie promoters. So they've got T-shirts to give away and banners and bags and tubes and kinds of stuff because they're promoting the movies and they want you to go see it or they want you to stand in line to get the swag and stuff like that. Now at the smaller ones, yeah, you're not going to get a lot of the free swag. Maybe if you go to the 501st table or something like that, but each con is different, and that's what makes them unique and fun. And I mean, we've literally been talking for a half hour, so
have we?
I think this is a good segue to end and let our viewers digest what they heard. And if you liked what you've heard so far, us talking about Comic Cons and sharing some tips and information, subscribe. We'll do more episodes each week and look forward to sharing our stories because I'm off to a Comic Con this weekend. I think you're off to another one, Megacon.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Richmond, Virginia to a GalaxyCon.
Oh, I think Richmond's a big one, isn't it?
Yeah, yep. And you're going to Megacon, which is a super big one. So we're both
4
going to be
days.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
It's
4-day
going to be a
Comic-Cons.
monster.
I remember when San Diego, was it's always been 4.5 days. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That was a big thing. And then other ones started gravitating because they have so many people have to.
So if you do have questions, things you'd like us to cover, absolutely let us know. We are at conswithcoffee@gmail.com.
Conswithcoffee@gmail.com. And then you can find us on Instagram, Facebook. We have a Facebook group, YouTube channel, all that other good social media stuff. So, yay.
All right. Well, we will see you next time. Thank you for watching, guys.
Thank you, guys. Until next time, have an amazing time. Read your comic books, watch your favorite TV shows, and then come back and hear the latest gossip or information we're going to share with you.
Oh, come on. We don't gossip.
Okay.
No gossip. We're so discreet.
Yeah, we were very discreet. But, all right. So we're going to give you the tips and tricks and side scoop of everything that's going on and what's coming up. Have a great day, guys.
See you later.
You've been listening to Conversations with Coffee. Follow us on the socials at Cons with Coffee. And tune in next time for more conversations.